For whatever reason, every weirdo YouTuber that's been using my name for fodder and clout and pennies, to try to discredit it or discredit me.
Real life. If it ain't real life, it ain't acting.
If it ain't real life, just ain't real life street stars. You know what time it is. Real life street stars. We are back. We are back once again for the 2025
Let's go.
Jaguar Wright, who is more right than wrong, it seems. And we're gonna question a lot in this interview. This is something that people have been waiting to see as far as the comeback to the virtual Blue Couch and come back to the Street Stars platform. So before we even get started, Jag, how are your spirits? How are you feeling? How is everything with you?
It's tricky. On one side, it's absolutely amazing. On the other side, it's batshit.
What side do you work best in?
I live somewhere in between.
Okay.
You know, the world has gone absolutely mad and nuts. Lying is a new profession, apparently, and the truth doesn't matter.
So I want to do it like this because it's almost a year. We're going to get down to the truth because almost a year ago to this time is when you came to the couch after.
In the truth suit. It's our one
Yes,
year anniversary from the
it's
truth suit.
yes. It's the 1 year anniversary to where we went on this crazy journey.
Look. What, 25 million views in 2 months?
Yeah, man, the craziest journey. It propelled us to 1 million subscribers because people in the world after Diddy's house was raided, they now knew that there was more than what was being told to us. Um, the Cassie video, uh, yeah. So, Jag, my question would be for you for your journey in all this from March of 2024, April of 2024, coming up until now. How has this calendar 12 months been for you as far as leading into this from the moment we got into it to up until now?
I don't even know. I know it's been a lot. I have been through more and lived more life than your average human being does in 20 years in less than a year. It's insane. Um, it's been a lot of great, and then there's been a lot of terrible. So I don't know. I don't even know where to begin. You know, right after we did that interview was when YouTube unalived my mom.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Still
And
nobody, still no death certificate. Some weird announcements at church, and
yeah, no.
been almost a year since YouTube said that my mother was dead. Still nothing. Nope, nothing.
Are you are you searching for answers for that?
Here I am again. I figured I'd give it a year and see what shook out.
Hmm.
But
So a lot has happened. Even again, condolences, of course, to your mother, and
yeah, again, condolences to her for being crazy enough to go live with that Rosemary thing she pushed out in 68. Shame for her. Condolences.
now, now, Jack, your family has
What family?
those who claim to be your family.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that claim to be a lot of things regarding me. You know, that's the biggest problem that I have with a lot of the lies that have been told about me from people I stopped dealing with long time ago. Cut them loose. And I cut them all loose after nobody showed up to my son's funeral other than the people that truly cared. on September 17th, 2018.
Yeah.
The lack of disrespect that was shown. And then to go out of had the audacity to do their own mock funeral with nobody. Body was in Texas, but they was partying on Hawthorne Street.
You know, it was
And my
televised.
son's friends showed up, and then their enemies showed up. And while they were sitting there supposed to be mourning the death of my son, all they did was make it possible for one of his best friends to get his head blown off in front of my only living child, Sam, who still never had any counseling for witnessing that unaliving, which he totally could have missed if he had been at his brother's funeral. But then if he had come home, he would have stayed home, and then his daddy couldn't have got nobody to pay for that open heart surgery, right? Amir and Tariq, y'all caught up the Jigga Man, right? Y'all hooked it up?
Yeah. Okay, Jack. In this interview, we're going to be doing a lot of unpacking. And let's, we're going to move around, but
Get a dumpster.
yeah, it's going to be, it's about to be
There's
heavy.
so much trash to get rid of.
Can we start with Mar-a-Lago? You
You want to
actually
start
went.
there?
I want to actually start at Mar-a-Lago.
What
Um,
about it?
you went to Mar-a-Lago. There was an award that you received, and I want to start with that because a lot of people don't know this exists as far as from our fan base. That kind of what you've
Mm-hmm.
been on, what you've been what's been happening with you since our last interview. And the
Mm-hmm.
Mar-a-Lago was a big event. Can you explain what that was, how that trip was, how they embraced you, and also the award that you won?
Well, the award is back on the mountain at the property. I don't travel everywhere with it. Um, but this man put the Defender of Freedom Award in my hand. I was nominated by Liz Crokin. Down a rabbit hole, baby. And endorsed by Mary Flynn. The event was at Mar-a-Lago.
How did it feel getting that award?
I wish I could tell you. I still really haven't processed it yet. Ever since I got it, people just keep trying to unalive me. You know,
Yeah,
such a beautiful night. Look at our dinner cards.
amazing, amazing. And the award was for protecting freedom, or what was the actual
Defender of Freedom.
defender of freedom?
Hmm.
To be recognized for that in itself, in that title, um what did that say about your journey up until that point? Like that someone's taking notice, or how did you look at it? Like there's more work, way more work to be done.
I was very grateful that the day finally came. It's wild. People really don't accept me for who I am. It's funny. It's nice to have someone that actually does in my life now. Salute to Sophia Stewart,
Yes,
the author of The Terminator and the Matrix,
yes.
the real Oracle. Me and her haven't even gotten a chance to talk about it yet. Like, I haven't gotten a chance to talk about any of this with anyone because from the second that I got it, for whatever reason, every weirdo YouTuber that's been using my name for fodder and clout and pennies, to try to discredit it or discredit me. Can you imagine? One of the most beautiful nights of your life, totally just disrespected by a bunch of losers who will never touch paper this fine. or be invited to a place as pristine internationally with the president hosting America's future in the American Exceptionalism ceremony for the Defender of Freedom Award. And there were so many other honorees. I mean, and all of us were there for the same reason, because we spoke up against something uncomfortable because we saw the harm that it was doing. Joker, remember I was telling you about this guy? This is the guy I was telling you about. Gary Brecka.
Correct.
The Ultimate Human is his podcast, and he is a ridiculously endowed by God biologist who's teaching people how to live longer because we can. He spoke out against what was happening. He went through hell. Mike Tyson was also honored, but people just like making fun of him. Russell Brand was also honored. And it's funny, I never thought I would have lived to see the day where me and Russell Brand would have anything in common. That's the funny thing about life. We got 3 things in common, me and Russell. We both believe in Christ and his message and his truth. We both are speaking up against the human teleporting and the essaying and all of the crazy stuff in between. And we both were honored on February 18th at Mar-a-Lago as defenders of freedom for America's future. And ain't it funny? Both of us ended up in a lawsuit doing the heinous stuff. Ain't it weird?
Shout out Reallyfe Street Starz, nigga. Move. Hey.